what kind of progress you made, and what would you tell to somebody if they felt like they were afraid or hesitant to change? Like, what would you tell them?
No, I would tell them to go for it too, because I was scared just like everybody else when they started. Like, well, maybe it'll work for them, but it's not, maybe not work for me, but it worked for me. So my labs came back very good for my thyroid, and so that's great for me because I started out at 125. I went down to 88, and now I'm looking, because I'm right on the cusp of changing, so it'll be down to 175. Just that small area has already been addressed, or is it being addressed? So I would tell you, just go for it.
And also your high blood pressure as well.
Yeah.
Been normalizing.
Yeah, I'm off of my meds, and so far my last one was 108/73 was yesterday. That's good without any medication. So I've been off medication since I started the program. So, in the beginning it was kind of like still staying high, and then it started to drop, and now it's down there. And I've had 104/74. So for years, trying to struggle with the blood pressure. That's with blood pressure medication. So that right there is a game changer for me, because that's what I was really worried about. I used to be scared to take my blood pressure because I knew it was going to be high. So I would put like something over the top of it to hide the numbers until it was done. And then I pull it off and I'm like, oh. So I had got like a phobia of taking my blood pressure. And I have to say this too. When I went to my appointment last week, I was scared. I said, okay, I'm at the doctor. Normally it goes even higher. When I have them take my blood pressure, they call it white coat syndrome. So it's normally higher. So I went, and my number was like, the top was a little high. I think it was like 130/70. I think it was 77. And I was like, what? Because normally it's like 156, 160 something when I go to the doctor. And I was quiet, but I was like, oh my gosh, my numbers look decent even, at the doctor's office. So I'm believing when I go back, now that it's dropped even lower, that it'll stay around that, But yeah, I was like, wow, okay, this is good. I'm moving in the right direction. So that is what helped me stay on track. I'm seeing the progress, and because I don't want to be sick, and I hate medication. That's why I was like, I need to get on this, because going to a rheumatologist, and he was wanting to add more medication on to what I was already taking. I was like, this has got to stop. So by the grace of God, you guys came across my feed on Facebook, and I was like, So I looked at it, maybe a day or two, and I saw the testimonies. And then I was like, okay, especially the gentleman that was like 70 years old, and and he was saying he's about to lose his feet and all that, and he couldn't walk. I was like, oh wow. So let me just try it. Maybe I'll see if it works for me. I don't know if it will, but I talked to my husband. He's like, look, you can always say you tried. Nothing beat a failure but a try, right? I was like, right. I was like, okay. So jumped on it, and he's been proud. He talked to me. He said, I'm proud of you. You stuck with it. I was like, yeah, I only got one more day. At least I can stay 40 days, but I'm going to go on because I want to see myself get totally healed and not be on any medication. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've done an amazing job. How would you say, maybe our process is different?
Before you guys, I was doing intermittent fasting. I became malnutrition. When you do eat, you can't eat that much, so you get full off a little bit. And so I was like, this is not working. So I started having health issues with that. So I had to come off of that. I was eating pretty good, but not knowing the combination. I think that's what the difference is with you guys. It's laid out. You know the combination, and then you make adjustments as you go. So I think that is the game changer. And I went to see a naturopath doctor to get in that program. I would have had to take supplements as well. And I didn't want to, I'm not really a medicine person. So I was like, I don't think we want to do that. And so my husband and I decided not to do that. And then, like I said, you guys came across maybe about a month later. I already went to see somebody, and then they were wanting to do the elimination diet. But I was like, it just didn't feel right.
That's good, yeah. So because it's not just about what you eliminate, but what is it you're doing to heal? A lot of people just avoid the food that cause problems, but they're not doing enough to allow their body to heal. And that's what we teach. We don't focus all the things you can have. We focus on what is it you have to do to get better.
Right.
because that's the most important focus, rather than, oh my God, I can't have this. People are worried about it, right? But they focus, okay, I can have all this. I'm going to get better. I can continue getting better doing all this. And that's the most important thing, is focusing on what can you do instead of what I can do, because it creates
Right.
too much suffering and pain, versus, what can I do to feel great, to make sure, I get better every day. But you made such good progress. I'm really proud of you too.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see more and more progress as you continue on.
Yes, me too. I'm excited. I'm excited. And now, even my thinking has gotten a lot clearer. So I'm able to do a lot more now, multitasking. Because at first I was like, I don't just feel like doing anything, just mentally wasn't there. So I was telling my husband, I was like, oh, I'm back at it now. So yeah. So he's excited about it too. I was like, oh, he said, I see you do it a lot now. I said, yeah, I had the energy, because before I would do a lot on whatever day I had it, so that when I had the down days, I can kind of coast. So, but now I've been doing a lot better, continuously, versus having up days and then down days.
Well, thanks to your husband as well for supporting you.
Yeah, he said, try.
Yeah.
Nothing be the failure but try. He said, you won't
Yes.
know unless you try. So I just say, go for it. And I was like, okay, as long as I got you, okay. And then he said, about a week ago, he's like, I'm kind of jealous of you.
Wonderful. Well, I'm so happy for you, and I want to see, obviously, how your colonoscopy goes. Send me an update and update me with whatever comes up. Sounds
Thank
great.
you so much. I really appreciate you guys allowing me to get into the program, and I'm looking for great things going forward, and to calling you and telling you it's all gone. So
You're welcome. It was a pleasure. It's helping you. Pleasure working with you.
thank you. Thanks,
You're welcome.
Oksana, too.
Yeah, she's there.
All right.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.